Welcome to my channel. Old Worth Coins. The 1997 Elizabeth II 50 pence coin is a highly notable issue in the history of British coinage because it marked a key transition from the older, larger 50 pence coin to the new, smaller version still in use today. Before 1997, the 50 pence coin was larger in diameter and heavier, which made it bulky and sometimes inconvenient for everyday use. In 1997, the Royal Mint introduced a smaller, lighter, and more practical version of the 50p coin. This change was not just about convenience, but also part of a broader effort to modernize UK coinage. The 1997 50p coin features Queen Elizabeth II on the obverse, front, side, with the third official portrait of her reign. This portrait was designed by Raphael Maklauf and shows the Queen wearing the George IV state diadem, a crown encrusted with jewels and symbols representing England, Scotland, and Ireland. This same portrait had been used on British coins from 1985 until 1997, making the 1997 coin the last to feature this image on the 50 pence denomination. On the reverse back side of the coin, the design is the classic Britannia seated beside a lion, holding a trident and a shield bearing the Union flag. This powerful national image was created by Christopher Ironside, who was one of the most influential British coin designers of the 20th century. The design symbolizes British strength, stability, and maritime tradition. The coin has a smooth edge, unlike some other denominations that feature milled or lettered edges. Made of copper-nickel, 75% copper and 25% nickel, the 1997 50p coin has a diameter of 27.3 millimeters, a thickness of 1.78 millimeters, and weighs 8.00 grams. More than 456 million coins were minted in 1997, which means the coin is not rare. Because of this very high mintage number, most circulated coins are worth only their face value, 50 pence. However, the coin's importance comes not from rarity, but from its historical role as the first small-sized 50 pence coin. For collectors, it represents the beginning of the modern era of the 50p denomination. Coins that have been in circulation usually show signs of wear such as scratches, faded details, or discoloration, which greatly affect their value. A coin in circulated condition is typically worth between 50 pence and £1, unless it has an unusual feature or error. The real value comes from coins in uncirculated UNC, brilliant uncirculated BU, or proof condition. These coins are either struck using special techniques for collectors, or they have never been used in everyday transactions and therefore show no wear. In these better conditions, the value of the 1997 50 pence coin can rise to between £2 and £10, depending on the quality, presentation, and demand. Proof coins, which are made for collector sets, have a mirror-like finish and are struck with extra care, often multiple times to ensure perfect detail. Proof versions from 1997 were issued in official Royal Mint sets, sometimes with certificates of authenticity, which adds value. Coin condition is a crucial factor in pricing. Coins are graded using a system ranging from poor P for heavily worn coins to mint state, MS, or proof, PR, for coins in pristine, untouched condition. The higher the grade, the more valuable the coin. For example, a 1997 50p graded MS65 or higher, meaning it's nearly flawless, by a professional service such as NGC or PCGS can sell for several pounds, especially if encapsulated in a certified holder. Although the 1997 50 pence coin is generally not rare, it holds interest for collectors who are building complete sets of British coins, especially those who are focused on the 50 pence series. In the UK, there has been a significant increase in 50p coin collecting in recent years, partly due to the popularity of commemorative designs issued after 1997. That makes the 1997 coin even more attractive because it was the foundation of the modern 50p collection. It is also often included in typesets that feature one of each major coin design or size change. While most 1997 50 pence coins are ordinary in value, there is always potential for higher value if you discover a coin with an error. Some rare coins have been struck off-center, have doubling in the text or image, or other minting mistakes. These are known as error coins and can be valuable to collectors, sometimes selling for £50 or more depending on the uniqueness and demand. However, such errors are extremely rare for this coin and should be verified by a professional. If you believe your coin may be rare or unusual, It's worth consulting a trusted numismatist, coin expert, or having it graded and certified. It's also important to distinguish between standard circulation coins and proof, or BU coins that were sold in Royal Mint sets. These sets were often given as gifts or bought by collectors, and are much more valuable when still in their original packaging with all documentation. To summarize, the 1997 Elizabeth II 50p coin may not be rare in terms of quantity, but it is historically significant because it marked the first issue of the smaller-sized 50 pence coin. Its value depends almost entirely on condition, and while circulated examples are typically worth face value, uncirculated and proof examples can be worth several times more. The best way to determine your coin's value is to check its condition, compare with recent sales of similar coins on auction sites like eBay or numismatic platforms, and, if the coin appears to be in excellent or mint condition, consider having it professionally graded. Whether you're a casual collector, an investor, or someone who simply found the coin in an old drawer, the 1997 50p coin is a piece of British currency history that marked a major turning point in modern coin design and practicality. Even if it's not worth a fortune, it represents the rich tradition of British coinage and is a must-have for any collector interested in decimal coin history. The 2002 Elizabeth II 50 pence coin is a remarkable and highly collectible piece in the history of British coinage. Issued to commemorate the Golden Jubilee of Queen Elizabeth II, marking 50 years of her reign from 1952 to 2002. This makes it a commemorative issue, distinct from standard circulation coins in both design and cultural significance. The obverse, front, of the coin features the fourth definitive portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Ian Rank Broadley, which had been introduced in 1998 and remained on UK coins until 2015. In this portrait, the Queen is depicted wearing the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara, with a more mature and realistic look than previous portraits. The designer's initials, IRB, appear just below the Queen's neck. The reverse back of the coin is what makes it stand out the most. It features a modern, abstract design by British artist Tom Phillips, who chose to celebrate the Jubilee with a creative, contemporary approach. Instead of a traditional image of the Queen or royal symbols, Phillips used the words 50 pence, repeated in a circular pattern to form a stylized number, 50, in the center, representing both the coin's denomination and the 50-year celebration. This artistic and symbolic design set it apart from typical UK coinage, making it a unique item for both art lovers and coin collectors. The edge of the coin is smooth like all 50p coins, without any lettering or milling. In terms of physical specifications, the 2002 50 pence coin was minted in the standard modern size introduced in 1997. It is composed of copper-nickel, an alloy of 75% copper and 25% nickel, giving it a bright silvery finish. It has a diameter of 27.3 millimeters, a thickness of 1.78 millimeters, and a weight of 8.00 grams. This format has remained unchanged in standard circulation 50p coins since 1997. The Royal Mint produced approximately 9 million of these commemorative coins for circulation in 2002, making it not extremely rare, but still considerably more limited than standard Britannia 50p coins from earlier years, which often had mintages in the hundreds of millions. Due to its lower mintage and commemorative status, the 2002 Golden Jubilee 50p is considered collectible, particularly for those interested in royal-themed coins, British history, or modern commemorative issues. In circulated condition, meaning the coin has been used in daily transactions and may show signs of wear like scratches, fading, or discoloration, its value generally ranges from 50 pence to £1 and 50 pence, depending on overall condition. While this may not be significantly above face value, its historical and artistic appeal gives it more than just monetary worth. However, coins that have been kept in better condition, such as uncirculated UNC or brilliant uncirculated BU examples, especially those obtained directly from the Royal Mint or private dealers, can be worth significantly more, often selling for £2 to £5 or more, depending on current market interest. The most valuable versions of the 2002 50p coin are the proof versions and those issued in limited edition sets. These coins were specially struck with polished dies and planchets to create a sharp, mirror-like finish with frosted details, and they were not intended for general circulation. Proof coins are usually packaged in high-quality presentation boxes or folders, often with certificates of authenticity from the Royal Mint. In pristine condition, a 2,250p proof coin can sell for £5 to £15 or more, depending on packaging and market demand. Collectors often prefer proof coins because of their superior finish and presentation. Additionally, collectors may seek this coin as part of a larger Golden Jubilee collection, which may include other denominations, medals, stamps, or memorabilia from 2002. The 2,250p was also included in annual coin sets sold by the Royal Mint, and these complete sets are particularly desirable to collectors if they remain sealed and in perfect condition. It's important to note that coin value is heavily influenced by condition, which is graded using a scale that includes categories like fine, F, very fine, VF, extremely fine, YF, about uncirculated AU, uncirculated UNC, and mint state, MS60 to MS70. Coins in MS65 or higher, especially if professionally graded by services like NGC or PCGS, can fetch much higher prices and are often sought after in international markets. Although the 2,250p coin is not known to have any widely recognized minting errors, collectors should still be aware of rare possibilities like off-center strikes, double dies, or planchet flaws. If such an error were discovered and authenticated, it could increase the coin's value substantially, depending on the rarity and visibility of the error. Any unusual features should be assessed by a professional numismatist or grading service. Apart from error coins, collectors also place value on thematic relevance, and the 2,250p fits well into collections focused on Queen Elizabeth II's reign, Jubilee events, royal memorabilia, or modern British commemorative coins. It is often grouped with other Jubilee-related coins, such as the 1977 Silver Jubilee Crown, the 2012 Diamond Jubilee £5 coin, and the 2022 Platinum Jubilee coins, making it an essential addition for thematic completeness. The coin's design appeal also plays a role. Tom Phillips' bold, textual spiral design stands out among traditional imagery used in coinage, attracting not only numismatists, but also fans of contemporary British design and public art. In summary, the 2002 Elizabeth II 50 pence coin is a commemorative coin that honors 50 years of Queen Elizabeth II's reign. It combines royal significance, modern art, and numismatic history in one piece. Though not particularly rare in circulated form, its value increases significantly in better condition, especially if uncirculated, brilliant uncirculated, or proof. Values can range from face value, 50p, in worn condition to £10 or more in proof or presentation quality. Its collectability lies not just in its material worth, but in its symbolic connection to the monarch, the modern history of the United Kingdom, and the evolution of British coin design. Whether you're a casual collector, an investor, or simply a royal enthusiast, the 2002 Golden Jubilee 50p coin is a meaningful and beautiful addition to any collection. Those who possess this coin should consider its condition carefully. Store it properly in a non-PVC protective sleeve or capsule, and if in high-grade condition, consider getting it professionally graded to enhance its long-term value and preservation. As time goes on and interest in Queen Elizabeth II's legacy continues to grow, coins like the 2,250p will become even more treasured historical keepsakes, valued not just in pounds and pence, but in heritage and national memory. The 2005 Elizabeth II 50 pence, 50p, coin is one of the most historically and culturally significant commemorative coins in modern British coinage, issued by the Royal Mint to mark the 250th anniversary of the birth of Samuel Johnson, one of the most influential literary figures in British history. Dr. Samuel Johnson was a poet, playwright, essayist, and lexicographer, most famous for compiling a dictionary of the English language, first published in 1755. His dictionary was a foundational work that influenced the English language for generations and was the most widely used English dictionary until the completion of the Oxford English Dictionary more than a century later. The 2005 50p coin commemorates Johnson's contribution to the English language with a creative and fitting design that appeals to literary enthusiasts, historians, and coin collectors alike. The obverse front side of the coin features the fourth definitive portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Ian Rank Broadley and introduced in 1998. This portrait shows a mature and stately queen wearing the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara, and it includes the designer's initials, IRB, just beneath her neck. The portrait was widely respected for its realism and dignity, and was used on UK coins from 1998 until 2015. On the reverse back side, the coin features a unique typographic design created by Tom Phillips, a British artist who also designed the 2002 Golden Jubilee 50p coin. The reverse displays selected definitions from Johnson's dictionary, specifically the words 50 pence and pound, presented in old-style dictionary format, including pronunciation guides and numbered definitions. For example, the word pence is followed by definitions such as ns plural of penny, and 50 is defined as ADJ the number next in order to 49. This was a clever and thematic way to celebrate both the coin's value and Johnson's lasting impact on the English language. The 2005 50p coin was struck in the standard dimensions and composition of post-1997 50 pence coins, with a diameter of 27.3 millimeters, a thickness of 1.78 millimeters, and a weight of 8.00 grams. It is made of copper nickel, 75% copper and 25% nickel, giving the coin a silver-white appearance and durability suitable for circulation. The edge is smooth, like all 50p coins. The total mintage for the 2005 Samuel Johnson 50p coin was approximately 17,649,000 coins, which places it in the category of common commemorative circulation coins. While it is not rare, it remains popular due to its literary theme and thoughtful design. In circulated condition, meaning coins that have been used in daily transactions and may show surface wear, tarnish, or dulling, the coin generally has a value of 50 pence to £1, depending on condition and demand. However, coins that have been preserved in uncirculated UNC or brilliant uncirculated BU condition are significantly more desirable. These coins retain their original luster, detail, and surface quality and can sell for £2 to £5, sometimes more if in pristine condition. The proof version of the coin, produced in small numbers for collectors, is of the highest quality, struck multiple times with polished dies to give the coin a mirror-like finish with frosted relief. Proof coins were typically included in Royal Mint collector sets, presented in display boxes with certificates of authenticity. In original packaging and perfect condition, a 2005 50p proof coin can fetch £5 to £15 or higher, depending on market demand and availability. Coin grading and condition are essential factors in determining value. Coins are evaluated on a grading scale that ranges from poor P for heavily worn coins to mint state, MS60, MS70, for uncirculated coins with no visible flaws. Coins that have been certified and graded by professional services such as NGC or PCGS are often worth more, especially when graded MS65 or higher. Certification provides buyers and collectors with confidence in the coin's authenticity and condition. The Samuel Johnson 50p coin is also sought after by thematic collectors, those who collect coins by subject rather than by denomination or country. Its strong ties to language, literature, and education make it an attractive addition to collections focused on British culture, history, and intellectual heritage. While the 2005 50p is not considered rare in circulated form, its thematic uniqueness and clean, bold design ensure that it continues to be a staple item in many private and institutional coin collections. The coin does not have any known or widely publicized minting errors, but like with all modern coinage, rare errors such as double strikes, misaligned dies, or clipped planchets can occasionally occur. If you suspect an error coin, it should be carefully examined by a numismatic expert or certified by a grading service. Error coins can sometimes sell for 10 to 20 times their base value, depending on rarity and demand. Another factor that can influence a coin's desirability is packaging. Coins sold by the Royal Mint in annual coin sets or limited edition folders retain more value when kept in their original packaging with complete certificates. Incomplete or damaged packaging can reduce collector appeal and overall price. The 2005 50p coin was included in various presentation packs, some of which also featured information about Samuel Johnson and the development of the English dictionary, which adds to their educational and historic appeal. In conclusion, the 2005 Elizabeth II Samuel Johnson 50p coin is not just a piece of currency. It is a coin that celebrates the intellectual history of Britain and honors one of the greatest contributors to the English language. Although it is not especially rare in terms of mintage, its commemorative nature, artistic design, and educational theme make it highly collectible. The coin is readily available in circulated form, often found in change or coin jars, but versions in uncirculated or proof condition carry significantly more value. From a market perspective, the coin is stable and holds strong interest among UK coin collectors. As time passes, and especially following Queen Elizabeth II's passing in 2022, coins bearing her image, particularly those tied to important cultural events, have begun to see a gradual increase in collector demand. Therefore, the 2005 Samuel Johnson 50p is a coin with lasting appeal, both as a collectible and as a tribute to one of the most important literary figures in British history. If you own one, it's worth examining its condition, storing it safely in a non-PVC coin capsule or album, and possibly getting it professionally graded if it appears to be in excellent condition. Whether kept as a personal keepsake or added to a formal collection, this coin remains a valuable piece of Britain's cultural and numismatic heritage.